Welcome back to Pat Mac's Adventures and happy Thanksgiving. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this video, but I thought, since I am spending Thanksgiving alone this year and away from my family, how fun it would be to try to make it as best as I can for myself and to share it with you guys. So the first thing you are probably noticing is, yes, the pumpkin pie. Check that out, guys. I'm such a fatty. I've already had almost a quarter of the pie. I just bought it yesterday, so I just had it for dessert last night. I did not get any turkey. I bet I could find turkey somewhere here in Manila, but because today is a Thursday in the middle of the week and I have a busy day of teaching today and I had a busy day yesterday, I decided to just get chicken instead. So I got some roasted chicken from Roysters. Roysters is a pretty popular restaurant here in the Philippines. There's one downstairs. They already have some holiday desserts out on display. I decided to get an a la carte of a chicken and they already cut it up for me. I also just got some basic mixed vegetables with some mashed potatoes, and then I've got the gravy there. This pumpkin pie is out of this world. I love pumpkin pie. There are only two pies I love in the world. That is pumpkin pie and apple pie. And I was so afraid that I wasn't gonna find a pumpkin pie here in Manila, and I did. I bought this at Wildflower in BGC. It costs 1,800 pesos. That comes out to roughly $37. Not cheap. This chicken and the side dishes, everything all together came out to, what was it, 2,000 something? About $50. Not a cheap meal, but this chicken will give me lunch today, dinner, and then lunch tomorrow, so it's well worth the investment and paying for this experience. Where do I start, guys? I'm gonna take the pumpkin pie, put it back in the refrigerator until later once I finish my meal. I'm gonna cut up the chicken, put it on here, sit down, relax, and chill, and have a conversation with you guys. Oh, and I also have a glass of almond milk. Really random for Thanksgiving. That's what I forgot. Apple cider. Apple cider. Oh, that's okay. What a mess I've already made. I think this is good, guys. I'll eat this for lunch and then I'll have some more of the chicken for dinner and lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna take a little of the gravy, pour it on the chicken. Oh yeah. And on the mashed potatoes. Have to put it on the mashed potatoes. That's another thing. We have to have gravy for Thanksgiving. I think that's a pretty nice meal. For a substitute Thanksgiving meal, being alone here in the Philippines, I think this suffices. This is good. Oh yeah, dipped in gravy. That's a good chicken. Perfect. I actually just came from the gym. I was down at the gym working out this morning. Anytime Fitness down here in the mall. Mashed potatoes are good. And this is a great meal to have after working out. So much has happened this year in 2020, and I think it's just a great time for us to reflect, to be thankful for what we have and who we have. And I even got a little caught up into it for a little bit during this year where I was getting stubborn with the lockdowns and like, oh, why can't I do this? And I'm so frustrated, life sucks. But then I had to seriously reflect and be like, no, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I have a stable job, and I'm around so many great people, and I'm in a country full of super happy and helpful people. There's no reason for me to complain. And I think that's something to always remember, that someone's hell is someone else's, I don't want to say heaven, but it's someone else's better life. That there's always gonna be someone out there that has it worse off than you. And this year has definitely brought that home for me, especially with some personal experiences I've had this year. One of those was my father, and doing that very personal video with you guys. And I have to say that I have grown so much as a person. Someone left me a comment on my last video that I did about coming back and just a bit of my update here in Manila, and they said, Patrick, I really hope that you don't regret your time here in the Philippines with the restrictions and not being able to travel. And I will tell you guys, I don't regret anything at all. I feel like I was meant to be here in the Philippines this year. I've grown a lot, and I've dealt with some personal issues as well that were brought out here in the Philippines, and that wouldn't have happened, I don't believe, if I wouldn't have come here, especially at this time as well. I know I have made the decision to move on in March, but that's in my heart, that's my spirit. I've kind of got like this nomad part of me, and I'm ready to go. But the experiences that I've had here and some of the people that I've met have cemented the Philippines for me as a bit of a home base. Yeah, as a bit of a home base. And when I do leave the Philippines in March, it's gonna be see you later. It's not gonna be a goodbye. It's really not gonna be a goodbye. It's gonna be see you later. I'm gonna do some more travel, have fun, follow my heart, experience some new countries, some new people, but then I will be back. I will be back. The one thing I don't really like about Roysters and other restaurants like them, whether it's here in the Philippines or back in the US, these vegetables are drenched in oil, so they're not the healthiest, and you can just taste the oil. They're okay, but they're not, you know, real fresh vegetables, but they make do. But the chicken, mashed potatoes, and the other food they have there makes up for these bit oily vegetables, but they're not bad. They're definitely edible, but they're not my favorite. The time has come for the pumpkin pie. There is a layer of marshmallows on top. I've never seen this before. It is incredibly sweet. The marshmallows are covered with, whoa, I'm not gonna drop it. I'm not gonna drop it. Don't do it. I'll still eat it if I drop it. I swear to God I will, because I love pumpkin pie that much and I trust my floor. It's covered with some kind of cinnamon or pumpkin spice. It's absolutely delicious. It's just as good as all the other pumpkin pies I've ever had back home. It's a bit expensive, as I said. It came out to 1,800 pesos. That's about $37. But look how big this pie is, and it's thick, and it's just full of sugar. I'm not the best at all this cutting and stuff, but here I go. Come on, Patrick. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just scoop it up. Oh yeah, let's just scoop up that pumpkin. Yay! Let's put this bad boy back in the refrigerator. There it is, guys. Wow! Look at that pumpkin pie slice that Patrick just cut for himself. Isn't it beautiful? You know, this year has been really fun too because of the lockdown and the situation. I've been doing different things on this channel. Yes, I'm still a travel vlogger and I'm still that guy ready to go back to Kazakhstan and Russia and all these places and do everything that I've done. But I've been more intimate with you guys, and I'm not afraid to laugh at myself. And yeah, this is kind of funny, but it works, right? This is all gonna go in me, so it's okay. I'm alone, I'm not trying to impress anyone, so one way or another, I'm gonna eat it. And in my defense, maybe, it depends if anyone else tries this pie at Wildflower and BGC. It isn't the easiest pie to cut, but that's a good thing, right? Because it's so moist, and no, I just suck at cutting shit up. Check out the marshmallow, guys. It's covered in some kind of pumpkin spice and cinnamon. It is so delicious. I'm gonna dip it in some of the actual pumpkin pie. There we go. Whoever came up with this idea with marshmallows covered in cinnamon and some kind of pumpkin spice with pumpkin pie was actually pretty smart. I've never had a pumpkin pie like this. Normally we cover the pumpkin pie with whipped cream, or once you cut your slice then you'll do the whipped cream, which I love too, but the marshmallow is a different way of eating it, and it's really good. The crust, that's why it's so hard for me to cut it. The crust is very thick and it's hard too. I mean, not too hard, like, oh my god, I can't chew it, but it's really thick and it's a lot of crust, so I think that's why I had a little difficulty. And the it's okay, I'm still gonna eat that. Watch me. There I go. There I go. Oh. Seriously, Patrick? There we go. It was on my leg. I'm sorry if you found that disgusting, but I will eat any food that falls on the rest of my body. And this table. It's clean. You can see the crust here. It's pretty thick. It's just as good as the rest of the pie. Oh, I'm gonna have a pumpkin baby. Gosh, between the Jollibee babies and now the pumpkin baby, how many food babies am I gonna have? This was delicious, and thank you so much for joining me, guys. And I just want to wish everyone back home in the US a happy Thanksgiving, and to wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are safe and doing well, and just to be thankful for what you have and who you have in your life. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and there's a lot of division around the world, and we all have our own beliefs and systems, but when it comes down to it, I just want everyone to remember that we are all brothers and sisters, and this is how I am able to travel to countries that want to put me to death for part of who I am, because I believe that we are all brothers and sisters. If you bleed the same color blood as me, you are my brother, you are my sister. Whether you agree with me being gay or some part of my life, I don't care, because you're still part of my family, the human family. And I know that I don't mean to be kind of deep, but I mean that. We may not all have the same beliefs, religion, lifestyles, but when it comes down to it, guys, whether you like it or not, we are all the same family, and that is the human family. So I just am really taking in this day and putting out the energy that just be thankful for all the people and the things that you have in your life, and just to keep going forward and keep fighting and working. We all have our own personal struggles. I'm so grateful for my family, my friends, the experiences that I've had here in the Philippines this year, and I'm thankful to all of you who have chosen to be a part of this community. And I have to say that I am just so excited with where things are gonna go, and I really embraced trying to be a little bit more personal and try some different things with the videos this year. And for those of you who have been subscribed all the way from the beginning, from Jeju and Korea, thank you so much for the support. I am so thankful, and I know you must have seen me grown throughout the years, and I'm really excited for what 2021 has in store for me and all of us. It's gonna be a better year. It really is, guys. We're gonna move forward. I believe that after every storm, there is a rainbow, and the larger the storm, the larger the rainbow. Meaning that no matter how difficult the time is right now, or was, or whatever, once you get through that, something really wonderful and positive will be on the other side. Nothing lasts forever, guys. Just always remember that. Whether things are really going well or whether things are not going well, this is something my mother has always told me. Life is kind of like a roller coaster. It goes up and it goes down. And when it goes down, those are the times to really hold on to your beliefs and just do the best that you can to love yourself and get through it, and you will always make it to the other side. Sorry for being I hope that wasn't a bit deep, but I wanted to give some positive messages out today. Thanks again for watching, guys, and remember to live every moment to the max. I'll see you guys next time.